My husband's infidelity came to light. To make matters worse, he dumped his parents on me and fled to his lover. I decided to team up with my in-laws and start plotting revenge. Just you wait. I'm going to bring you down to the depths of hell. My name is Beth, 29 years old. I've been married to Carl for 2 years. We met at a mixer and quickly grew close over shared interests. After dating, we got married and were enjoying peaceful, happy days. Then one day, Carl came home from work, looking confused, and started talking.
I just got a call. My dad's been in an accident.
What? He has?
He's not in life-threatening condition, but he's got paralysis in his right leg, and it might not fully recover, even with rehab.
Oh no. Turns out my father-in-law, Scott, had an accident while shopping. Thankfully, he wasn't badly hurt, and is still quite spry, but the paralysis in his leg forced him to retire. This put a strain on the household finances, as my mother-in-law, Mary, is a homemaker. Seeing this, Carl made a proposal to me.
Beth, I know this is sudden, but can my parents move in with us?
Move in?
Dad will need care for a while, and Mom isn't in a position to work. I want to help them, as their son.
He seemed genuinely worried about his parents. His eyes were full of parental love. Your parents have always been there for us, and I want to help if I can. Wanting to support my husband, I agreed to the living arrangement.
Are you sure?
Of course. I know you care about your parents, and we should help each other.
Thank you. Oh, this is great. I'm so glad I married you.
So, it was decided that my in-laws would move in with us the following month. I had a very good impression of them since we first met for our wedding greetings. Scott is a man of few words, but a solid presence in the home. Mary is friendly and always makes an effort to chat with me, even when I'm nervous. Since moving in, she's been actively helping with cooking. Mary, could you show me how to make pork chops? I love your seasoning. Oh, I'm flattered. It's actually quite simple. Really? Oh, and I also love your tacos. Would you mind teaching me how to make them? How about we make tacos for dinner tonight? Will you help me? Of course. I'd love to help. Her cooking skills are a big help. And when I'm not working, we take care of Scott together, or go out for meals as a trio. Carl's job often requires him to work late, and he's been staying even later since his parents moved in. Naturally, I spent more time with my in-laws, and our relationship deepened. Then one day, while cleaning up after dinner, Mary, looking unusually serious, spoke to me. Beth, can we talk? What's wrong, Mary? Carl is working late again tonight, isn't he? Yes. He texted me earlier that he'd be late because of overtime. I see. Her expression remained gloomy. Concerned, I asked her directly what was wrong. What's going on? It's not like you to ask such things out of the blue. It's just that I'm worried. If something's bothering you, please, tell me. I don't want to see you looking so anxious. Yes, I know. I need to be honest with you. She looked me straight in the eye, as if she'd made up her mind. We both sat down, facing each other. Beth, it's about Carl. I think he might be cheating. Cheating? Carl? Yes,
I'm not entirely sure, but probably.
I felt like the world was spinning. Mary continued, looking concerned.
Last night, he came home late, right?
Yes.
We were all asleep, but I woke up to a noise. He was on the phone.
On the phone?
Yes. He was calling someone Erica. Saying things like, I had a great time today. Same time tomorrow? It made me suspect.
I see.
I'm sorry, Beth. My foolish son.
Let's not jump to conclusions. I'll talk to him when he gets home tonight. The conversation ended awkwardly, and I waited for Carl to return. He came home after midnight. We need to talk. I confronted him right away.
Talk? What's this all about?
I'll get straight to the point. Are you cheating?
What? What are you talking about?
Seeing his panicked reaction, I was convinced he was guilty. So, it's true. Erica, right? How long has this been going on?
Wait, how do you know her name?
Just answer me. When did you start cheating?
No, it's...
Answer me. My voice unintentionally grew louder as I struggled to contain my emotions. Remembering my in-laws were in another room, I was snapped back to reality. Please, just answer me. When did it start? I asked my husband again, who was now wearing an uncomfortable expression.
About a year ago.
He replied quietly. A year ago? So around the time we started living together with your parents?
Yeah.
I thought you were working overtime, but you were cheating. Even with your parents living with us? How could you do such a thing?
Well, that's...
Let's discuss this tomorrow with your parents included. All four of us. After saying that, I headed to the bedroom. My husband didn't come to the bedroom all night. The next morning, I woke up to a knock on the bedroom door and saw Mary standing there with a pale face. Mary, what's wrong?
Beth, it's terrible. Come quickly.
I hurried to the living room as she asked and found divorce papers and a letter on the table. In my husband's handwriting it said,
Please, submit these for me.
What is this?
Beth, Carl's belongings are almost all gone. He must have run away.
No way. Rushing to check the room, I indeed found that most of his belongings were gone. I had lost to his mistress. That thought briefly crossed my mind.
Oh, why?
Tears streamed down my face non-stop. Mary, flustered, tried to comfort me.
I'm so sorry, Beth. Really.
While I cried, she kept rubbing my back. Scott, apparently understanding everything, looked embarrassed. A few hours later, Mary approached me, now calmer.
Beth, are you okay? I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay now. But Mary, I can't be with Carl anymore.
Yes, I understand. You'll get a divorce. Don't worry about us. It's our son's fault.
I'm sorry. Thank you. I decided to divorce my husband and, after much hesitation, submitted the divorce papers. But there was still something I needed to discuss with him. I called him with the intention of it being the last time. After several attempts, he finally answered.
What do you want?
He answered grumpily. What do you mean, what do I want? After all you've done.
It's over, right? You've submitted the divorce papers, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I called because there's something important to discuss.
What's there to talk about? We're divorced. I'm living happily with Erica.
What? Stop already. Just tell me your address right now.
Why should I tell you?
Not for me, for your parents. They need to know where you are, or we can't proceed from here. Carl fell silent for a moment, then said something unbelievable.
You take care of my parents.
What?
I've left that house. It's up to you to look after them.
What are you saying? Is this a joke?
I'm serious. Erica's parents are wealthy. You know, the S Group? Her father is the executive there. This new house was given to us as a wedding gift. It's not normal to live with parents as newlyweds, you know?
I couldn't care less. Enough with your selfishness. You think this is acceptable? He laughed through his nose in response to my trembling anger.
Planning revenge because I left you? Ridiculous. See, this is exactly why I got tired of you.
What?
I'm telling you. I'm getting married to her this weekend and going on a honeymoon at the end of the month. I don't have time for you or my parents.
Are you serious?
I wanted to marry her right away. But since you were taking care of my parents, I continued this loveless marriage. Be grateful I extended our marriage this long.
He hung up abruptly. At that moment, my pent-up emotions snapped. I won't forgive this. Such an unjust ending can't be right. I'll definitely get revenge on Carl and his mistress. A wave of uncontrollable anger surged through me. I had no more tolerance for this man. For now, I decided to tell my in-laws about the phone call. After hearing the whole story, Scott was shaking with rage. In the midst of this, Mary made an unexpected statement.
Listen, I have an idea.
What? Scott and I looked at each other, surprised by her words. She shared a plan with us, and we decided to execute it to coincide with Carl's honeymoon. A month later, my ex-husband, euphoric on his honeymoon, called me. Hello?
Oh, Beth, it's been a while. How are you?
He had called back as I had previously requested him to contact me when he returned. While containing my growling irritation, I got straight to the point. Did you enjoy your honeymoon?
Yeah, it was incredibly fun. Plus, Erica's parents paid for the whole trip. They said it's because I'm their precious daughter's chosen one. Sick, right?
Isn't that nice? Creating one last beautiful memory.
Last? My married life with Erica has just begun. You really don't get it, do you? Stop being so envious.
I wonder who's the one not getting it. Apparently, they still hadn't realized anything. Carl, not listening to me, went on saying whatever he wanted, calling me clingy, and telling me to get lost. I decided to reveal the whole truth to him. You know, you don't have a home to return to anymore.
What? What are you talking about? We're going to stay at the new house Erica's parents lent us.
Someone else lives there now.
What? Who's living there?
Your parents.
What?
He seemed unable to comprehend my unexpected revelation, repeatedly saying,
What?
And,
Huh?
over the phone. I continued without paying him any mind. You should have told Erica's parents everything. That your relationship started from an affair. That you were married at that time.
You told her parents?
Not me. It was your mother who contacted them.
What? Mom did? How did she get their contact information?
From S Group, the company where Erica's father works. You told me yourself, remember?
Oh.
Yes. From the conversation with my ex-husband, I knew the company where his mistress's parents worked. I had already reported this to Mary and Scott. The plan Mary suggested was to reveal everything to the mistress's parents. We intended it to discuss it properly after telling them, but they had no idea their daughter's relationship started as an affair. Outraged after hearing the truth from Mary, they decided to let Mary and Scott use the apartment they had lent to the couple as compensation. Carl probably bragged to me, thinking it was something to be proud of, but it backfired this time. After explaining our plan, he was at a loss for words. Oh, and the belongings you left at your new place were sent to Erica's parents. Her father was furious, saying, "Come and explain everything and apologize."
He was furious? What have you done, Beth? You ruined everything I had hidden so well. Don't bring up unnecessary things.
Unnecessary? I'm just stating the facts.
That's what's unnecessary. I had a job lined up at S Group through her father's connections. I even quit my previous job, and now it's all gone.
My laughter made him snap.
Hey, what's so funny?
Sorry. It's just so absurdly stupid. I couldn't help it.
What did you say? It's your fault this happened. Apologize.
Even now, he showed no remorse. The man I once chose had fallen so low. It was sad to think about it, but I had no intention of forgiving him. This was the end of our relationship. I unleashed all my pent-up anger and resentment. Apologize? Why should I? You're the one who created this mess. You failed to properly handle things, and that's why we're here. Don't you get it, you effing jerk?
Whoa, Beth?
Don't call me by my name, it's disgusting. I feel so refreshed now that we're divorced. He became silent, probably panicking. Thanks for cheating. I'll be looking forward to a hefty alimony from you.
Alimony? Wait, I'm in a tough spot with work right now.
Like I care about your problems. Work your butt off with that stupid woman of yours and pay up every cent. Make sure you pay it all, no matter what it takes. Brace yourself, jerk.
Wait, Beth.
I cut him off mid-sentence, hung up the phone, and blocked his number. It was finally over. I was free from this mess. The exhaustion hit me as soon as the call ended. Later, I sought a lawyer and demanded the maximum alimony from my ex-husband and his mistress. He ended up in debt after paying the lump sum and was completely cut off by the mistress's parents. Carl lost his job and was kicked out of the house. Thus, they plummeted from the peak of happiness to the depths of hell. Now, they're working nonstop from dawn to dusk, with all their earnings going towards debt repayment, completely stripped of their freedom. As for me, I'm enjoying my new single life, living freely. I still keep in touch with my former in-laws and have regular meals with them. They apologize every time we meet.
Beth, we're really sorry for what that idiot did.
I know it's inexcusable, but we are very sorry. Mary, Scott, it's okay. Look, the food is getting cold. They seem to feel guilty, but I don't mind at all. The relationship I built with them is genuine. It seems like our relationship will continue. They've treated me like a real daughter, and I want to repay their kindness someday.